Yo, 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 what's the word? Y'all can get this podcast, episode 19. Who we got in the building?
The one, the only. I missed a couple
Gotcha.
episodes, but I'm back now.
Yeah, yeah. Where you been, brother? You alright?
I've been on the white man clock,
Oh, okay.
slaving.
He know here too, but keep going.
We don't care,
Man, four people in the building already?
man. So
Oh, it
let's
must
get right
because it
into it,
must
gang.
get. Hey, all right, yeah. Well, so what's up, man? Them
Y'all gonna
Pacers.
y'all gonna respect them paces, man.
Hey,
Them
so I
paces, they
so
gonna run.
I watched a little pregame interview, like after the game. My bad, I meant to say post game interview. The coach basically said niggas tired, man. He said them young niggas running up and down the court. We tired, man.
What I told you, what I told you, they
he
gonna
said we
run.
he said we look gassed at the end of the game. I said, dang.
Hey, and that's what I'm telling you, bro. Like with the paces, right? They're
Yeah,
gonna run. They're never gonna stop running. They're gonna
yeah,
run the
them
whole
bunch of
game.
YNs.
Yes, they're
And
running
the
the
crazy
whole
thing
game.
is, though,
And the way I can't pronounce his name right. Hold on,
Mobley.
I want to give you the right
Halliburton.
name. No. That's Cap. I call him Captain.
Oh.
That's Captain. But now I think it's Benedict Marathon. The way
Sherm.
Nimbart and Marathon are playing with Siakam and Miles, whatever his name is, and then Captain doing what he usually do. It's gonna be hard to beat them boys, man.
Right.
Especially when you let them get 2 games on the road and go back home. They just want to get it past 5. Because if you're tired right now, they just want to get you to game 6 or 7. You ain't got no legs,
I
you ain't got
I
no air.
mean, I been
Mhm.
said that they ain't gonna be no good without what's the name not playing Garland. They wasn't gonna
I
be no
think
good
Mobley
without
didn't play
him.
last game. Garland was out last game.
Yeah. So the thing about it is,
But they
go
still
ahead,
blew a
brother.
20-point lead.
Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm so tired of, bro? When these niggas go up for the rebound, why y'all keep slapping the ball, bro? Grab the
Facts.
ball. That last shot was basically a nigga try to slap the ball back, and he should have grabbed it. That's all that came down to. Get the rebound, bro.
When I seen Cap get that ball, I said, oh, he going to hit him with the step back. He wanted to end y'all last game like that. But it didn't
Yeah,
happen like that. He got stole. He gonna make it count right now. And
I feel like that
Reggie
was
Miller
good.
had the
I feel like that
Reggie
was
had
good
the catch
coaching
and
too.
shoot. He got the step back.
I feel like that was good coaching too because I feel like if he would have called a timeout after that, that would have given him Cleveland a chance to bring in some taller people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, people forget that Carlisle has won a ring with less talent in
Right,
Dallas. So
right.
he's a proven coach.
Yeah, yeah. So
So is it panic time for the Cavs, or is it
yes,
still?
yes.
Mm,
Because you basically, even if you want to say you might come back and win,
mm.
nobody really come back from a 3-1 league. Like that's like one in a million. So out of the next four games, you need to at least win three. And you basically lost because we all know the others play better at home.
Mm.
So you lost home court advantage already. You basically don't got your best. You got your best player, but you don't got your
The
one B
second.
one A.
Mm-hmm.
And you asking me to come in there and basically win two games because you can't go down 3-0 or you can't go down 3-1 because then the series is over at that point. I think what is it? Only like two people ever came back from a 3-1 lead. It was Denver and the Cavs
Right.
when they
But
when they played.
let me ask
Well,
you this though.
go ahead.
Considering so I know we right at the. I might be reaching a little bit when I say this, but so considering they've lost by 9 and then lost by 1, if they lose again and they'll only lose by 1, would we be ready to just call it quits on them? Because realistically, one call, one missed call, or one bad call can make that a 1 point in another direction, or is it
Right.
just like, or is it gonna be like, okay, well, if y'all still couldn't do it after 3 games, I don't see how you turn it around.
Yeah, I mean,
Like, do we believe we've seen the best Cavs from this squad yet?
I'm gonna say what I said earlier. Donovan Mitchell is only good. He's only going to get to the second round.
right.
Him and Dave are going to be Hall of Famers with no ring unless they go be the sixth man somewhere. I said this months ago.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, bro, if they don't win the next three, or at least the next two, it's over.
It's over with.
It's over. Cause it's
They
no,
going back to Indiana.
it's yeah, it's no. That's what I'm saying. It's no statistics that like come back, especially if they go down 3-0. That's it's
Well, they going
definitely
down
over.
3-0.
Yeah, I think Indiana. We know the others play better at home, so you just and then if Garland do come back, is he gonna be in game shape? That's another thing. Cause when you injure, you ain't playing. We all know that.
Them boys going to run him back to the goddamn locker room.
Yeah,
They
man.
don't waste no time. They pushing that ball up the court.
Right. Yeah, that's what the coach was basically saying. Like, yo, I'm tired, yo. Like these niggas is tired.
And
These
my
young
thing
niggas
is
running
like,
up and down the court.
you would almost assume that making sure your team can get up and down the court as many times as possible is something you practice, not just one team. But like that's the basis of even playing. So
Right.
how y'all how you okay, I get it. Age wise, we might have not too much of a big gap, but you letting them run circles around.
I mean,
And y'all
ain't
win.
nobody on the Cavs old.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like it can't be more than realistically an average of maybe a couple years, if that, age difference. Like so y'all young boys letting them younger boys run around y'all like hey, couldn't be me. hey,
Well, we know, nigga, you don't play sports.
hey, professionally. Professionally.
Nigga look like he played prison ball.
Hey man, listen, you got 6 fouls. Use them wisely.
Crazy. Yeah, man. I think the series over, man. I gotta see game three, but it's over. I think it's over, bro. I think
Just
it's
because I
over.
kind of picked them, I picked them to beat the Pacers, so I'm a
What you
hold on.
had them in six originally?
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't see them winning four straight.
yeah,
They
I ain't
gonna
gonna
have
lie
to.
with you.
They gonna have to. If anything, you got a case for game for seven. If anything, I don't see them winning four straight.
Man,
He,
Darius Garland better wrap that damn toe up and get on the court.
he going to be right back.
If Austin Reeves can play with a broken thumb, you can a broken toe, so can
And
you.
you see where Austin Reeves at in
Hey,
Cancun.
listen, he
And he right in Cancun. He is right in Cancun.
his
So
toe is more.
how we feel about how Boston was looking? Cause Boston ain't, you know what I'm saying?
Mm. Um, I'm just wondering why they let them do that.
Well, respectfully, Jalen Brunson is clutch player of the year, and he keep proving that. So I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I really had Boston with the sweep originally, but I was surprised they came in there and stole game one like that.
One thing I tell you about Boston,
They're
watch
gonna give you a game.
look, watch what they do tonight though.
And
They
it's
they
crazy
one of them
because
teams
niggas gonna win by 30.
they one of them teams that I feel like they team got an ego. It's like, oh you thought you did something bad. Watch this.
Right.
So
Why it sound like somebody in the rain?
I
that man,
am.
Oh
he's spinning
man.
in the rain like a Mario. Oh
But
shit.
yeah, I ain't gonna panic though. I think like you said, Boston one of them teams. They just like, oh, for real. Oh, y'all playing for real? Okay.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
Oh, y'all
I think
playing for real over here.
oh, he like, hey, he looked at Jalen Brown like, yeah, I guess we're gonna have to hoop, huh? Damn, yeah.
So currently they up by 5. Second quarter just started.
Hmm.
So
Oh no,
We'll
they'll
see
play
how
each
that
other.
game, and
Yeah,
we'll
but
see how that game, man.
I think halftime, just because it's a game too, I feel like halftime will tell us a lot. Yeah,
Yeah,
it ain't definitive, but
and
it'll
the
tell us.
Knicks only scored 13 in the first quarter. They scored 8 so far, so that's not good. You
Yeah.
definitely don't want to start no game off of no 13-point quarter.
You know something else you don't want to start no game without?
What?
Stephen Curry.
Oh my
This
god!
man is injured. Oh
At the
my God.
wrong time, right?
Hey,
I'm not
panic
gonna
button.
lie though. They look decent though
No, they don't.
without him.
It's just the image. It's just the image. It's because they
What you
all wear the
mean, just
same
the image?
jersey. It's just because they all wear the same jersey. They need that man. Someone.
I mean, nah. To definitely the win. I don't think they need it for the Wolves. I been said this, bro. I said I don't think the Wolves match up. This reminds me of the Dallas series last year. The thing about it is, like, okay, let me just put it like this: when the Timberwolves is playing the Mavericks, nobody could guard Kyrie. Like, just nobody. Nobody can guard Steph. We see that. I feel like with Butler, okay, so realistically, right, that injury that Steph got, let's just give or take, say, a week. Let's just give him a week, right? They already up one game that they not supposed to be because Timberwolves are supposed to take care of home court advantage, right?
Right.
So let's say worst case scenario,
Well,
if they do what they supposed to do at one of them home games, it's 2-2. Steph come back on Wednesday. Next Wednesday, obviously.
and then, but they're gonna try to run as much stuff through him, uh, Timberwolves, just because he's coming back.
Right.
That's gonna be the thing. But I don't know, man. Like, so would you say tonight is? I mean, sorry, the game
Tomorrow.
was a
Tomorrow.
yeah.
Tomorrow.
So that game, who is it more? Should it be more important to? Should it be more important to the Warriors to make a statement without Steph, or should it be more important to the Wolves
Nah, because
to?
I think it's the Wolves because if okay, so this how I'm looking at it, right? Steph left the game basically before he left the game with at least 2.5 quarters left. So if I'm
Mhm.
looking at it like from the Wolves' perspective, you supposed to take that game, bro. I don't
Right.
care what
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. You still wind up
Wait, I thought he
losing,
left in the third. He left in the
huh?
second.
Nah, he
He
left
left.
in a second.
I thought he left in the third. Oh, yeah, that changes things.
Oh, let me just
Okay.
make sure.
Huh.
But even if he left in the third, he left at the top of the quarter, whatever the quarter was.
Oh, okay. Hmm.
Hold on, I'm looking it up right now. Yeah, he left with 8 minutes and 19 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So he
Oh,
basically,
damn.
yeah, he basically that's 3 quarters damn near.
So,
That's the game for real.
so
So
dang, y'all can't be the Stephless Warriors. Oh
right,
man.
exactly. But I feel like everything is momentum, bruh. You start the game off good, you should be good with the rest of the game. But my biggest thing is, I said this before. I said, who gonna guard Steph? Is it fair to say? I know he not Steph, but is it fair to say that Buddy is 2.0 esque?
I feel like this. I don't mind forgetting what Clay did a little bit sooner if he keeps it up.
Right,
And not saying just completely saying like he was never there, but like is this a reincarnation of that particular slot? Like is this Splash Cousins? Is this,
right, right, right. Now the thing about it is, right? Like I said, they let's just say give or take. Steph is out for 2, 3, and 4. Game 2, 3, and 4. If they could steal one of them three games and make it 2-2 with Steph, I'm sold. I feel like the fact that they stole game one, it ain't really no rush for him. You know what I'm saying?
All right. I mean, I feel you.
Because now you still playing every other day. So you're gonna play. They're gonna play Thursday, then they're gonna play Saturday, and then they're not gonna play again till Wednesday.
Mm. Oh, that's true.
So realistically, that injury
That,
is a
that
5 day injury, 3 to 5 days, kind of. You know
so
what I'm saying?
basically, y'all just got to stay afloat, really.
Yeah, yeah, basically.
But then you
But I'm
already
just
kind of got,
saying, like
you
they
already got,
look
you already showed you can.
right. That's what I was saying. Like they look decent to me.
Right. Man, it's
They
crazy.
look decent to me. So realistically, just from what you seen from the first game, do you think? I think it's possible out of them three games if they could steal one out of three and go 2-2 into Wednesday. Because at that point, hold on, let me
Uh,
think. What Wednesday? Where would they play Wednesday though? Would they be back in Minnesota?
uh,
Let me look.
Yep. First two games in
Yeah.
Minnesota.
So one of them
yeah,
home games, they need to win one of them home games.
right.
Them others need to step up. Now, I'm gonna say this though. The fact that we got Jimmy right now, I'm not concerned for the simple fact I've seen Jimmy basically carry teams with worse than that roster right now.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's fair. That's fair.
Cause obviously that bubble championship they went to, that was just it was a lot of injuries, so I can't give them that one. But the one when they went to the finals with Denver, I feel like that was really him showing Jimmy Butler. You know what I mean?
All right. Hmm. Yeah,
So
that'll probably be their
I think
best case scenario.
yeah, I think game two tomorrow will really show me where I'm at with it as far as them because I like the fact that the owners was basically shut the idea of Curry maybe playing because sometimes with the organization to do, they'll basically say a nigga not playing or we don't know until game time. I feel
Yeah,
like
game time decision.
yeah, I feel like with them basically ruling him out, that get a team at least today to practice without him and say, okay, we know this nigga not playing. This is what we need to do to try to steal game two as well.
All right.
Because you don't want to normal scheme around what y'all do with him. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
You
say
get
that
me?
again. I my mind dropped out for some reason. You
Nah, I
said,
think it's mine. I just left out the house to the I just got off the Wi-Fi. You
uh,
get me now?
yeah,
All right, so now I was saying I think it was a good decision by the organization to shut it down of the ID he's playing because you don't want to go into Thursday night, Thursday morning, you done build this whole scheme around him, and then they say, oh, he out, and then they just throw the whole thing off. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Then you gotta try to make something happen with what you
Yeah, I
got to
said
guard.
so. I feel like the fact that they shut it down this morning, that gave them practice today and tomorrow to be like, okay, we don't got stuff. This is probably what we need to do. And the fact that Butler is the fact they got Butler and the fact that they got Steve Kerr, I'm not worried. I ain't worried because I feel like he a good enough coach, and I feel like Butler know, hey, I probably gotta give you what give or take. What Butler give you like 20 and 7? I feel like Butler know he gotta give him.
Respectfully, that's right. Okay, right now.
Yeah, I feel like Butler know like I gotta give you Butler got to give me 35 these next three games. I feel
I
like you got to give me 35.
I don't feel like you getting no 35 out of him. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't think you're gonna get no 35 out of Jimmy boy.
I think he's capable. I don't think. I
Now,
mean,
don't get me wrong. I will give you that capability. Yes.
so
I just
where you think they're getting them other points from? Because if Steph not
I'm not.
playing,
I think Buddy Hield's gonna have a big game, and
yeah.
he's
But
gonna
see,
be.
this my biggest thing though. With Steph being out, I don't think Buddy gonna be as open as he normally be. Of course,
I think I think they're gonna leave that role to Jimmy and let him garner the defense, like not
yeah.
not to the level of Steph, but to a point where you can get an open field, and then let him start draining them. I think I would be ready to put a few dollars that Buddy Hield have a big game, but that Jimmy is responsible for a lot of assists.
What game? Okay, so Buddy had a big game so far in the playoffs. Game seven, he had 33. So
Mhm.
he's definitely capable
Right.
of having 30 or more. So I'm not really worried for the simple fact I don't know
Well,
what happened. I don't know what happened with Anthony Edwards. He played like
yeah.
22 points, ain't gonna get it done. And then I think he started off like 0-7, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh no, I think 0-9. No, no,
Yeah,
no, no. I'm tripping. No, no. It
it
was
was
I
0
was
and
one
something,
seven.
nigga. Yeah, that's not gonna get it done. You the star of the team, obviously. You know what I'm saying. You definitely can't
If
like
you
his
can't put the ball in the hole, then I don't know what we're gonna do. Like,
yeah his whole 22 points was irrelevant because they was down most of the damn game.
man,
So them 22 points was basically nothing. Yeah, let me check this
realistically.
out. Yeah,
But
he played yeah ooh he was the only person that scored 20. They didn't score a lot this game.
yeah.
That nigga had 23. Obviously, who else they next star? Randall, you gotta give me 20 at least. Nasri had 19. That's cool. Uh, yeah, Randall got to give me 25, and Edwards got to give me 30 for them to even look like something.
Hmm.
And Rudy
Hmm.
Gobert is supposed to dominate. He did have 11 rebounds, but he only had 9 points. That's not good for him for the simple fact that you the biggest nigga on the court. You should be able to get a couple
Man,
back downs, easy layups, easy dunks, something.
if you
These
only do
niggas,
that.
hey,
Hmm.
these niggas be forgetting they 7 too, man.
No, no. He remembered. He just lost it after he sent my team to Cancun. He forgot what he was doing.
Oh yeah, I mean, oh yeah, because everybody sliders
Man,
up
they
when they
best
played the.
ball. They put them shoes on like from like Mike. Everybody gets superpowers. It's
Yeah,
just crazy to me.
everybody sliders go up when they play the Lakers.
Well, I saw Kenny the Jet Smith make a three, and he ain't played it forever.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But, you know,
So I ain't gonna lie, these next three games, I feel like Warriors should be able to get one, bro. Even if you play good, if your others play good at home, or if just Anthony Edwards just keep playing like trash. That's
well, we know
another
that's
thing, you
not
know what
gonna
I'm saying?
happen.
Well, yeah.
But
I feel
I
like
would
with
just say
Anthony
they.
Edwards, I don't know what he was doing as far as like just shooting, but I feel like all right, if I'm Anthony Edwards, I know I'm big on physical pause if necessary. If I miss my first three jumpers, first four, five, three, four,
I'm at
five
the rim
jumpers,
with it.
yeah, you need to go to the rim. Get worry about that shit later.
What they be saying, you need to see the ball go through at least once. What you
Yeah,
do?
like come on, bro. I mean, do you think inexperience may be a factor in this series because we be forgetting he a YN for real.
Uh, I don't want to say that just yet.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie. 0 for 7, 0 for 8, 0 for 9, that's unacceptable.
Can
After
I
them
lose
three or
something? None
four shots
of
don't go down, nigga, you're 6'4".
You cook. You cook.
Go to the rim, nigga. But yeah, I think Warriors, if they could still game two, I think it's over. But I feel like Minnesota need to make a statement. I think Minnesota need to win by at least double digits next game. Make a statement. Curry not here. We better than y'all without this nigga. Y'all need this nigga to win.
That's that. Now that's now if you on pen and paper, that's what's supposed to happen.
Right.
That's where even Vegas would expect that to happen. Here
So
in reality land, yeah, it's like it's like if it don't happen, you're like, man, I knew this was gonna happen. But if it do happen, it's like, well, that's what's supposed to happen.
right. So what you think the starting lineup is now? I think they go Butler. I think they got to put either Butler. They got to put that white boy in. I forgot it's Steven
D-
Genzo or some crazy.
Steven Chenzo, yeah,
I don't know how to say his name.
yeah,
The white boy
I
that be
think
shooting.
Dante Chenzo,
Yeah, that guy.
that guy.
They gotta put him at point guard. Butler, give me Draymond, but I think Buddy needs to start now.
Uh,
If Buddy didn't start last game, he
so-
need to
so,
start.
uh,
I think they go.
uh, Hold on.
I
I'm going to tell you one thing. It would have been nice if DiVincenzo played for the Warriors, but he doesn't. He plays for the Timberwolves, sir.
oh. So what's the white boy name? I know he got a crazy white boy. What's
Oh,
his name? He crazy. He got a
talking about
crazy name.
um, it's like it's Pod,
He shoot with his left hand. Left hand.
it's Brandon Podziemski. I think he's talking
Nigga.
about.
Yeah, yeah, him. But yeah,
Yeah,
they need to. He got to play point. I feel like they should go big though. Pause necessary. Uh, I see tomorrow, but I don't think Draymond should play center. I think Draymond should play the four, and they need to put in even the white boy
Kevon Looney.
post or yeah Looney. Looney been quiet though. Why they don't play him?
Listen,
I mean, I get
I
why
feel
they
like
don't play him because they play better small, but
I don't know. I feel like his rotation has dropped heavily. Like
yeah,
I can't even remember the last time I've seen a Warriors game where he did play. Now that I think about it, let me see.
yeah. I don't know why they don't play him, but I mean, they obviously they don't need to play him. It's crazy because Draymond's like 6'7", so he's technically a power forward, small forward. But his presence is like a center, so I guess that's what they usually run with. But see, the Warriors' biggest problem is if they not hitting their jump shots, they just not good. Cause
Right,
they can't rely on the big man ball because they don't have no fucking big man for real.
right.
They do,
I'll
but
put it
they
like this:
don't at the same time.
in his last 10 games, um, now this for Looney. In his last 10 games, he played less than 10 minutes, 4 times.
Yeah.
First game, and
But,
oh wait, no, in that Houston series, there was a game where he only played 2 minutes.
oh, that was
There was
probably the end. That was probably like an end of a half, trying to get
yeah,
trying to
and
get rest from the other niggas.
and then next game, I mean another he had another game he played 5 minutes, another game he played 8 minutes, 9 minutes. Like
Yeah, we don't need him. I think he played. I think he plays more in this series though. If Curry out, I think
you
he
don't
gonna
have
get
to.
some bump. Or they gonna go with the big white boy post.
Yeah,
Post can actually shoot too. That's probably why he gets more minutes. I feel like Looney just a body. Like he don't really, you know what I'm saying?
yeah. God damn, yeah. And I ain't gonna hold you. He is the reason Looney. He got to be the reason Looney ain't playing like that. Because
Right.
only hell, in his last 15 games, he's only played under 10 minutes 2 times, and that was the last game. That was game four. Oh no, not game four. That was one of them games. I thought that was game 7 against Houston, and then the last game against the Timberwolves. Those are the
Right.
only times he did not play over 10 minutes. Everything else is 15, 17, 19, 27, 24. Like, the man's getting in the game that he played 27 minutes, he had 2 points for 12 rebounds.
Yeah, yeah. So the white boy nice. The white boy post, he nice.
So, yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't seen no Kevon Looney looking, playing like, playing that many minutes in a minute.
Nah, it's over with. That white boy getting the minutes now.
Yeah,
But
he played.
I think they at least could get one of them 3 games until Curry get back on Wednesday. I got yeah, I'm sold on Butler. He has taken a lot of people to the. He just know how to win games, bro. I just you know what I'm saying. And then I think Kerr is a good enough coach to see rotations will work with who to start. Cause even if you do got everybody, he see some one game, he definitely gonna start somebody else the next game. Like
And
if
you
he
know what?
sees something ain't working,
Uh, and another thing about Steve Kerr that a lot of people don't know is Steve Kerr is actually one of the nicest coaches in the league. He would even give that same advice to JJ Redick, who clearly
right,
needs
right,
that.
right.
So I'm sorry. Please continue. I saw a shot. I had to
Yeah,
take
you we yeah, yeah. You bench the nigga that you been winning with all game. I don't get that, man.
it.
You bench the nigga you been winning with all year and you
Yeah,
get to the series and forget he alive. That's crazy to me.
like, that man, you would thought he was child support in that. Whew.
So yeah, we talked about Boston, Knicks. Oh, these Thunders. Woo!
Man,
What happened? What happened?
hey, I think I listen. SGA got two sides. He got a YN side and he got a not he got a fair skin side. I think his fair skin side starting to show because you supposed to
Yeah.
ain't no way you letting this happen.
Well, I say this too. We was just talking about this. Niggas got to rebound better, bro. You cannot. You got first of all when you rebound, you got to get back. Like it be so many rebounds and then a nigga be open way down the court. That's impossible. Y'all niggas need to get back on defense, bro. Aaron Gordon is not like that's another thing with the Cleveland series. Like y'all think because y'all up 8 or 9 with 30 seconds left, the game is over. The game is not over till it's over, bro.
No, no, I'll put it like this. Think about it. Just think about this, right? You got
Yeah,
a guard, you got a guard, a center, and a forward. Three different positions in double digit rebounds against you. Those three,
right.
Aaron Gordon, Jokic, and what's his name, Christian Braun or whatever. Those three
Yeah,
alone got 46 rebounds between the three of them. You let three people get
right,
46 rebounds, y'all ain't finna win no game. Like,
right. But
and the fact that
I've been saying
no, look, and
how
here's a
would you say?
crazier fact: the fact that for the Thunder, your center got out rebounded by your star guard. You're not winning no game like
Right,
that.
right.
You're
I've
not.
been said this though. How many times I done said this? Rebounding is not about how tall you are. Rebounding is literally just at the effort you get to go get the ball, bro. Because if that was the case, a nigga like Russell Westbrook, 6'4", he should not average a triple double on no court. But the fact that he go and get the ball and he put effort into getting rebounds, that's why he averaged a triple double for 3 seasons straight, and
Yeah,
could
he
give you a
go up.
triple double at any given day.
Everybody else be watching for the ball to come down. He be already up there.
Exactly. Rebounding ain't nothing but effort thing, bro. You don't gotta. a nigga could be seven. A nigga could be Wembanyama size. If he don't jump up and try to get the rebound, he's not getting the rebound, bro. So a lot of times, what I be seeing is basically like some of these niggas. It's like you said, the ball go in the air and niggas is just looking where it's going. Like, go get the ball, nigga.
Man, look,
I've been telling niggas, rebound is not about how tall you are. If you want to go get that rebound, you gonna go get that rebound. It's an effort thing. It's not. It ain't nothing to do with how tall you are.
like, and then the same people would get up there and throw down a crazy dunk though.
Right. So yeah, that was the factor in the game. The rebounding. OKC rebound was horrible. And then y'all too young to just. I think it's just like one of them things where you think you got the game won, and you literally just sitting around for the clock, waiting for the clock to run out. Like you not playing until the clock run out. You waiting. You up by this amount. Oh, okay. We could just. Nah, that ain't how that thing work in the playoffs, man. You gotta play until it say zero, my boy.
But look, they only lost by two. So I mean,
Exactly.
'cause even though we gotta critique it, should we lighten up a little bit because it was only two, or is it because like okay, y'all not in the first round no more. You already got a
Yeah,
credit conference to
nah.
do.
Games like that, losing like that is just lack of. I would say lack of experience because you thinking the game over. I think that's what about Cleveland too. You thinking the game is over, so you just standing around and you simply just not getting the rebounds. You thinking the game over because y'all up at a certain point, and the game is not over, bro. I
Yeah,
think I
yeah.
think it's lack of experience. I just think that. I just think that. Like, oh, we up by this amount,
So you think
so
you
we
can
could just
rest?
kind of cruise and we could cruise until the game over. Nah,
Yeah, you can
can't do
cruise
that.
up right to Cancun. Yeah.
Yeah, you gonna cruise right to game because
So,
I feel like that's why I feel like the Cleveland Cavaliers lost because of inexperience too. Because you up by what 7 with 30 seconds to go. You're not playing anymore. You're like, okay, the clock about to run out. We won this thing. Nah, bro, you gotta yeah. Till that thing hit zero.
mm, so if
Hey
they
man,
lose another one,
Bishop,
out
it sound like
is
you
it
in a
time to panic?
hurricane, Bishop. Nah,
I don't
nah,
even
not
see who's
yet,
back.
not yet. I don't think it's time to panic for nobody. I feel like a bunch of them games are games that got stolen, of course. I don't think it's time to panic for nobody though.
Mm, I guess so.
Oh yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. Somebody in that Cleveland locker room ain't happy.
nigga, all of them should be. They all should be mad and sad right
I ain't gonna hold you.
now.
If I'm Boston, y'all need to whoop. We all need to beat them bad tonight.
Yeah, that's what I said. At least by 15 or 20.
Yeah. Um,
Same thing with Minnesota tomorrow. They need to make a statement because it's hard to say. It's hard to say just to panic yet because it's still game one. Like you
bro.
said, I feel
Let,
like some people just feel like, all right, maybe I gotta lock in now. I was
bro.
BSing game one. I gotta lock in.
All I know is if they let the Warriors steal game two,
Oh, it's over. It's over.
it, yeah.
It's over.
No, it's gonna be too much momentum. I'm sorry, y'all.
It's gonna be over. I think
I
it's
don't
gonna be
even think a
over.
40. I don't even think a 40-point game by Ant would be able to save that. If they
Yeah.
let, if he let them get up 2-0 and then Curry come, I ain't playing with your food.
Right. Right. Yeah. So this the first time. I believe they said it's the first time all the road teams stole game one. Literally.
They out here making history on y'all. It's crazy.
Literally, like everybody stole game one on the road. That's why I said I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what's different from this playoffs versus the other ones, but this playoffs is really like I don't know, maybe because there was a lot of trades this year, a lot of people moving around, but this one of the most exciting playoffs I've been watching in a long time, bro. I feel like we normally know who's 1A and 1B. I feel like we
Yeah,
don't know that right now. Like we really don't know. And that's what making the playoffs what it is right now.
I mean, it would be honestly, it would be even better if the Lakers were there, but you know.
Oh my god. You gotta let it go, man. It's over with.
Ah, man, listen. Not until I see who wins the finals. Lakers
I
are
think we
technically.
talked about this on the last show, but if I'm not mistaken, LeBron said he ain't giving up less money. Hey,
Hey, if you know you almost out of there, what I
right,
look like giving up money? Y'all get me what I need, or just let me go in peace.
right,
'Cause it's clear that you're not trying to build around him. You just,
right.
I don't whether the tactics are to build around Luca now, or just try to get pieces, or I don't know. But
Right.
I guess we'll see. You know what I'm saying? I know. I think it was it Reddick or was it I think that was Rob Palinka said that they got to get a big man. It's like,
Oh my
well,
God, no, there. That
I
didn't
mean,
cross your mind at the trade deadline.
you, you only had to do that for the last few months, but you know, no rush.
Right. It's like you're right. Yeah, it's like yeah, you just realizing that.
So then, well, all I know is if the first trade for the Lakers end with a guard, I'm gonna be mad because y'all had one job.
Right.
They the type, they the type that you everybody be saying exactly what they need, and they go do something stupid.
Yeah. Now all of a sudden you know what you need when your other star player told you that he got traded.
Yeah, and when the game was telling you that, look, and when the game was telling you that,
Right. Your
your
coach
coach
ain't even
didn't
put
put
in.
in the bit. He ain't make no. He ain't even attempt to make a change.
Yeah, I don't know. His inexperience definitely showed that series. If he was doing good all year, it definitely showed that he don't know. He's still inexperienced.
Man, and that's crazy because you're supposed to be leading the team.
Yeah. I thought he was gonna win Coach of the Year, but they gave it to the head coach from Cleveland.
And
How
the
you
thing,
feel about that too? I meant to ask you that. I'm about to ask you that too. How do we feel about awards before the actual season is over? Like I feel like me personally, I feel like you shouldn't be able to win Coach of the Year until the season's completely over. I'm talking about all teams, not you know what I'm saying? Because does that make you the Coach of the Year if you wind up getting swept by the Pacers? Hell no.
so you saying they should do it later or
I feel like they should. I feel like all awards should be at the end of the season.
at the end of the regular season?
Because think about it like this. Let me give you an example. Jokic, LeBron, SGA, they all in the running for MVP.
Hmm.
I don't think the MVP should get the award before the playoffs. Because what if a nigga like SGA, where he was in a run, but now he ain't doing so good in the playoffs, he shouldn't even get it. Same thing with the head coach of the year. It's like,
Boy, look,
okay, you're coaching good during the regular season, but playoff time come, you down 0-2 to the Pacers right now. That's not good coaching.
yeah. But then the question is, do you, um, so you just want it to be based off of the regular season alone, not what someone does in playoffs, right?
No, it's already formatted for the regular season, just the regular season. I'm saying It should be
But I
formatted for
mean,
the regular season and the playoffs.
oh, you saying to add that would probably cause a little bit of issues for people, but I mean,
You said what
yeah,
now?
I said that could possibly
Yo.
cause some issues for people. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can. Yep.
Uh, Said that could potentially cause some problems just because, like you said, like okay, what if somebody's in the running for a coach of the year and then they get to the playoffs and do terrible? Now that could slide, or if they're not really in the running for it and they're in the playoffs and they just so happen to turn up. Like,
Okay, so let me ask you this: what do you feel like your qualifications is for coach of the year? Turning the
ah,
whole organization around, or just winning more games you supposed to? Because it's like
and
I feel like with him, but for him to win coach of the year, I'm not mad at it. But I feel like it's four other teams that basically did what you did. So what stands you out from winning it versus OKC or Rockets, or you know what I'm saying?
uh, um, that's fair. Um, I'm not gonna lie,
Because
that's
I
a good
don't think
argument.
I don't think we expected. Okay, OKC, I could see that because they did good last year. I don't think we expected Houston to be that good in the, as far as just the seeding. Not now, obviously they lost in the first round, but I don't think we expected Houston to be the second seed in the West. So that's why I
Mm,
said and then
not even close.
I don't think we expected Indiana to be this good. So what is the qualifications of coach of the year? Because I don't get it.
And I don't see what would hurt with them just putting out, like a little link on the website or something like, yeah, these are qualifications for each award, just
Right.
for people that might want to know. But
And to my knowledge, most of them awards are still fan votes, kind of. I don't think it's like, because at the end of the day, if it's a criteria, we have to follow that criteria. But even with you see it like all star votes, it's always the most popular people. It's not who's actually doing what they supposed to.
let me ask you this though, real quick, just to kind of double back a little bit. So, in that same scenario, as far as like winning a coach of the year, right? What if you have a coach that can completely turns a franchise's win record around from just good coaching, but they can't quite make the playoffs because they don't have that last piece. But like they went from like a 30-win team to maybe a above
I
500
mean,
team.
obviously, I feel like coach of the year, you definitely have to be. That's why I say it goes back to popularity, and it's definitely seeding. I don't think you could win coach of the year being a play-in team. Like I don't think that's
Okay.
possible.
Well, let me see. Yeah, look, I'm doing what you normally do, playing devil's advocate here.
Right.
But let's say they're on a good run with a good, we got a coach that's doing a good run. They're looking like they're going to be top seed, whatever. Their star player gets hurt. Now they lose enough significant games to put them into the bottom seed or the play in. But they literally just don't have that firepower from whoever goes down.
Well, yeah. I mean,
And so
I've been saying this for like the last three shows. Injuries is a part of the game, so it is
right,
unfortunate
that's
that you can't see the potential of something because injuries. It's a part of the game. I mean,
but then do we
I,
just forget what he did, what he had them doing before the injury? Do we is that part omitted? So now we can't.
I don't think we forget it, but I can't act like it happened. It didn't happen either. You know what I'm saying? So it's just unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? Type shit.
Yeah, I mean, I feel you. I ain't never won coach of the
But
year,
I
but I get
remember,
you.
if I'm not mistaken, then Russ went MVP and they wasn't a high seed for real. It was like 7 or 8, if I'm not mistaken.
I think they was. I think it was seven.
They
Man, I
wasn't a high seed when he won.
yeah.
So I like I said, I guess it's just skill and popularity based on MVP as well. I don't think like a. I'm trying to see who could I give a good example. Unless you just playing lights out, I don't see like a. Jalen Brown win the MVP. I feel like you got to be balling out, or you just got to be really, really known. I think the year Russell won it, I
Mhm.
feel like he just played so good it was undeniable. But I don't think like a Jalen Brown ever win MVP unless he just maybe keep the same record type thing. But I think when you have two stars, it's hard to win an MVP because your numbers kind of balances out with your other star. You know what I'm saying?
Uh, yeah, I mean, 'cause I think if I'm not mistaken, 'cause they, I had to bring this up, but that's what they said that about like a lot of the years where they felt LeBron should have won the MVP, but he was playing with X somebody, so what I'm saying, that kind of quote
Yeah,
unquote balanced it out or made it seem like somebody else was playing better. Like that kills me, but I mean I get it.
yeah, definitely.
Like, hey, I'm still great. I
Cause
mean, he's good too, but I'm still great.
yeah, he always played with a star. So he always played with Kyrie. I don't think he could win it with Lucas. No way. They balance each other out.
Yeah, no. Luka give him
He
time to
always.
rest.
I think it, I ain't gonna lie. The one year I feel like he should have got it, James Harden got it. That 2018 season, he literally had me and you out there and was like going crazy.
Man, look, I
Yeah,
promise you.
I said that. I think I said this before. Besides that 2012 season, individually, that might be his best season. That 2018 season when they went to the finals,
Hmm.
and he had like basically Shannon Fry in them, like it
That
was
man had
like
a
a bunch
bag
of
of chips.
nobodies, bruh.
Yeah, he was on his last $5. He only had a bag of chips.
Yeah, he was on his cat stuff. One
Yeah,
baggage.
that big cat. Yeah,
Yeah,
shout out to
that
Cat Big.
2018 season, he got snuffed by James Harden, but I feel like he should have won because they. That's why I said. That's why I was saying. Now let me ask you this: do you think? Because that was the year they still had Durant Warriors.
Mm,
Now if that award goes to the end of the year, I don't think James Harden wins that award. I think LeBron
no,
gets it because he still went to the finals.
yeah, you
And
know,
even in the finals, he basically led the team in everything.
yeah, no. At that point, you would you would almost be foolish to pick a James Harden over that type of performance.
Right.
Like then you would have at that point you would be getting the is it rigged? You know what I'm saying? Because like, not you ain't gonna do that right in my face.
Yeah, man. So I feel like we had one more topic. It was in the chat.
Mhm.
Yo, you crazy in this chat, bro. What was the? I got. We got one more topic before we get up out of here. I don't know where Bishop went.
That man attending to everything.
That man said, "Oh, I don't know if you wanted to get into this, but this was the kind of show shot I did. How do we feel about dating people with the same names?
Huh. Try to avoid it the best you can.
Yeah, you don't wind up sending nothing crazy.
Hey, listen, all it takes is one button to ruin an entire life.
Right,
That's
right.
it. And you just don't let it be your button. You know what I'm saying?
I
But
don't
I
think
mean,
I ever dated. I don't think I ever dated. See, the thing about me is like when I go into dating somebody, I try not to like revision of somebody that I used to deal with, if that makes sense. So like if a girl name is Brittany and then I meet another Brittany, I'm more than likely not gonna talk to her because it's probably gonna remind me of the Brittany that I talked to before that. You see what I'm saying?
uh,
And I don't know, man. I don't really
I,
date. I don't date people with like they be having. unique names. Like,
It
you
just,
know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
look, names ain't like they used to be.
Yeah, so it's
Back
like,
in, you might have like think about it, like in a classroom at in any grade, you back in the
right,
day you might have three, what I'm saying, three people with the same name at the very
right.
most, maybe two.
So
Nowadays,
what's a
I don't know,
common? What obviously Brittany is a common one. Tiffany,
Ashley.
Ashley, Keisha.
Oh
I feel
boy,
like I feel like people. I feel
predominantly
like
black neighborhood, you got at least four teachers per block,
yeah. I feel
guaranteed.
like parents now they just want to be unique. Like we got girls named Hennessy
Look,
now, and
girl's name Toyota, Camry, uh,
yeah, yeah.
Alexis, Lexus,
Like
like
I feel like Alexis is a common name too, though.
yeah, but the
I
car ain't
don't
so
think
common.
I haven't ran into that problem though. Just dating the same body with the same name, even if it is the case, maybe they might have like a nickname where I don't even call them their real name.
Hmm.
Cause you know
Well,
nowadays everybody got an atlas.
I swear. I just think that would, yeah. I ain't gonna hold you. I think yeah, that probably would be a little weird. Like, but then what if it'd be hard because like what if what I'm saying, people conversation be good and you like, man, I kind of want to see what's going on with this. And he's like, mm, this
Right.
is another Keisha though.
Oh, I got a topic. I got a good one. How you feel about the dude that they trying to raise some money for him too? How you feel about the dude? His son got killed, and then he basically killed some more cops.
Oh, you talking
Like,
about that black dude?
yeah,
No, no, I thought they said that the police killed. I know they said the police killed his son, but I thought they said he killed the policeman that killed his son.
I don't know if he killed the exact person. I feel like he
Oh,
was a. I don't know. Don't get me lying. Don't quote me on that.
well, yeah, nah, me either. I don't know for sure, but I thought that's what I saw.
See,
But I
I'm
could be
50. I'm
mistaken.
50-50 with this because I'm at a point in life where I don't want to say I'm trying to kill somebody with kindness, but I feel like as an adult sometimes we can't react out of anger. Cause like now you put yourself in a position where you can't take care of your other kids if you have any other kids. Or now you can't take care of your
Right.
household. Or you know what I'm saying? So it's like I get it, emotions run high, but it's like I feel like we gotta sometimes we gotta think before we speak. Um, you know, our initial reaction is revenge. You know what I'm saying? That's just what we taught growing up now today's society. But it's like, would I get more revenge if I put my killer in jail for life instead of just take? Because like I
Nope.
always say,
Because
huh?
look at no hell no. I ain't gonna hold you. So maybe it's just 'cause I'm a father, but no. He get to sit here and still be here, and mine not. Absolutely not. Number one. Number two. Look how many videos we see of people in jail. People be in jail on day naps. Like, come
Right.
on, man. They be cooking hibachi on stairs in there. No, you ain't finna have free rent and board for life. No, sir. I need you to go play Uno with
But I'm
Jesus.
saying a cop killer is not the ideal situation. But I do know
Right.
they got like protective custody. You could change a nigga name when you go to jail. So it's like I feel you, but then in another breath is like I think people have to be in that situation to know how bad being locked up is. Like I feel like I ain't gonna lie, being locked up for life or just knowing I gotta be in that place for life versus just actually passing away. I feel like dying be the easy way out sometimes.
I mean, I hear you. It couldn't be me.
So
Could be, son.
you going to jail about that?
I don't know. No, see, look, hey, listen. It's like a famous person whose name I'm not gonna say so we don't get canceled once said, "This world we live in is the Matrix. Once you figure that out, you can figure out almost anything. And trust me, there's ways, my friend. There are ways to get things done." He just went the direct route. Like he was
Yeah.
a little too direct. But yeah, no. See, definitely that acting out of anger is man, that's a hard thing for anybody to really get a hold of, especially when it hits so close to home. Like,
Right.
but then my thing is, I didn't see any stories about the son. I hate to be one of those people, but
Right.
like,
Right. Right.
I just want to know like what was going on, like what started, what happened, because all we know, well, all I know is that police killed his son. But like, what was the situation? Was it like an accidental thing? Which I mean, I hate to say it like that, but where they say, "Oh, well, I meant to reach for my taser," or was it like resisted and up something first? Like what? I don't know. I don't got no details about what happened beforehand. I'm just curious
Right. Right. Right.
because I don't want to be saying like, yeah, he should have did that, but yet his son ran 3 different drug deals, 4 different gangs, and trafficking little girls. Like, come on, I just need to know what was give me some background.
Yeah. Because definitely. How many times we see it? Be like, oh, he was a good kid, and this nigga be like the leader of.
Bro, you go
Nigga
to
be
his
a leader of
Instagram
some
page and
wild a gang or something. You know what I'm
you see
saying?
him sitting there with an RPG on his shoulder,
Right.
18. Like, we're not doing that. Well, yeah, it's not. I know. I know you'll have all those people that be like, oh, you're being one of those people who, saying, why can't it just be free this person? Oh, because sometimes we be just saying it because it sounds good.
Right.
And people
Right.
really
Yeah.
need
I
to
need
be
I need to know what's going on if I say
right.
free.
Like I'm
I
sitting
think I
there,
said that the last show. I was like, I'm at a point in life. I need to know what you did before I say free you, because
right, facts.
niggas be niggas be pedophile, child molesters, niggas done killed.
And battle rappers,
Just did too much.
crazy. Yeah, nah, definitely, you definitely got to know. You got to have details now, because there's just too many uncertainties. There's too many unknowns. Like you'll think you praising somebody for doing something good, come to find out that he was touching somebody he wasn't supposed to. Now you feel stupid. Nah, I need to know.
Right.
I think we're
So
gonna do an
yeah.
entire episode on Bishop's disappearances.
Yeah, we can do that. He's still here though. He's just not here.
It's just crazy.
Yeah, he always. I don't know. As I said, Big Cat could have pulled up. I don't know where Big Cat at. He looked at the thing.
Look, 15 years ago, his mama would have been pissed that he was wasting her minutes. I don't know if they'd be free after 9 though. Oh,
Yeah.
but yeah, they'll be back one day.
So have you been watching any of the promos for the card we got coming up? 'Cause I know you on the card. We just got some interviews and we got about four of them things in yesterday.
Nah, I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't watched none of them yet. I've been
Oh, okay.
kind of.
I ain't gonna lie, niggas is talking a little spicy, man. I'm like,
All I know is there's a nigga named Key on the card. If he ain't at least somewhat fire, I'm gonna be mad.
oh nah,
Like I'm
Key Fire, Key Fire. He battling Sir Bubba. They yeah.
I was
So
sure about to revoke his name. Like you ain't gonna be part of me. You're not. Nah. Oh shit.
I feel like everybody trying to step their game up, just far as promotion. Like I always preach that promoting is a big part of getting people in the building. And I know sometimes I could do better. Like I could make a I could make a trailer or two just to amp it up, do a couple more. You know what I'm saying? So I've been trying to improve in that department. I feel like now that I got everything that I need, far as like my podcast mics, is I could do everything that I want to do. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm a little bit more attentive on this promo, getting this platform out there. But a lot of people was definitely talking crazy. They seem like they excited for the 31st. So
Man,
we'll
look,
see.
it's gonna be one of them things. I just hope everybody started out like that. That's
Nah,
all.
it's definitely gonna be one of them.
Because especially because that main event gonna be crazy.
Right.
I'm almost undefeated on unfinished business. Ain't I? Ah, something like that
You say you almost undefeated. Where?
on unfinished businesses,
It depends. If you, however you want to call the first one.
right? So I think they need to be.
The
I'm just
thing
saying
about
they.
it is, you shouldn't be on unfinished business. That's the point.
I wanted I wanted my own lane. That's how I'm leaving it there. I'm just saying it like that. I wanted my own lane. So
Yeah, cause
but hey, the world, God works in mysterious ways. So yeah, just know it's up every time. You know what you should. If I was you, I would once you end this, I would. I don't think you can do it though. I was gonna say leave Bishop on there until you finally come back and realize it's been over.
yeah, I couldn't do that because then it'd just stay up. It would just stay on YouTube all night, so I can't do it like that. Now, we was on like a Spaces, maybe I would have did it, something like that. I just left him on the space by himself. He probably went to sleep, talking about he had a hard day at work.
Crazy. That's crazy to do that in your first episode back.
Yeah, like all, but nah, I peeped this game. All he wanted to do was talk about the Pacers. That's all. He wanted to talk about the Pacers and roll out. That was literally it.
That's crazy. Yeah. He said, I've finished what I came here for.
Right. He just want to talk about them Pacers. We shout out to we had 10 people in the building, 11 people kind of dried out. So yeah, man, last topic is how you just feel about this card, man. Well, you said you ain't check out no promo, so I can't even ask you that.
Yeah. Not yet, not yet. It's on my to-do list. I'm a very busy individual.
Yeah. Rashad been talking crazy here and there, but he just gonna be Rashad.
He's just excited.
Yeah, so we might got a special guest on the next one, or if not the next one, the one after that. So y'all stay tuned for that. Shout out to everybody that sticked around. We had 11 people in the building, it's 7 now. Bishop left. I don't know where he went.
Bishop actually in the crowd right now.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Um. Y'all can get this podcast episode 19, man. If y'all listening, all the 8 people, man, subscribe to the channel, become a member for $2, $5, or $10. You know they
I
got we
know
got
y'all
the
got $2.
yes.
I know
Since
y'all.
you know what I'm saying, become a member. We do a lot of podcasts, we a lot of battles. We got a lot of content coming up. So our YouTube, because for the people that might be on Twitter, it's in my bio, or you just go to the stage. That's the YouTube channel. Like, comment, subscribe. You can catch up on all the lives. We got all the recent podcasts. We on episode 19. We got a special guest this week too. So yeah, shout out to that, man. Hey,
Yeah.
I don't know how busy you are like later on tonight or you want to do it tomorrow, but I can show you how to hook up that little podcast, man.
That and also when y'all go to the stage channel, yeah, like you said, like, subscribe, all that. Once we get to 2,000 subscribers, Damo gonna start his OnlyFans. He gonna drop the link. So
What
hey,
the
so yeah,
what?
so yeah,
this nigga
do
this
rags only.
nigga
Hey,
say
look,
anything, bro. I'm dead, man. Y'all can get this podcast episode 19. Sign us out, man.
yo, this shit the stage, man.
All right, man. It's Keynote Damo Guapo Bishop. I don't know where he at, but y'all get
Bishop
this
with a question
podcast
mark.
episode 19, man. Y'all be safe out here.